Invasive species. Sometimes we also call them as the alien invasive species. Now, what exactly these alien invasive species or just invasive species are? Parthenium hysterophorus, also known as carrot grass, also known as Congress grass. Okay, no political affiliation, please. So it's a name which people use. I'm not using it. I haven't coined it, but it's a very general term which we see. You know, at one particular point of time, Bangalore was called as Garden City. But the introduction of this particular grass species, it's basically a weed. And the moment it was introduced, the natural beauty, the natural grasses which used to grow, they all completely started dying. And this particular Parthenium hysterophorus, it started accumulating the entire area. You know, when we were kids, I can say about myself, I don't know about you guys, but when I was like 10, 11, you know, kids have all those habits of playing in the grass, लोट रहे हैं इधर उधर खेल रहे हैं, barely matters. And then शाम को in the evening when you are coming, you're itching, पीठ में खुजली हो रही है, गले में खुजली. Why exactly that itching was taking place? It was because of the Parthenium grass, okay, or the carrot grass. Because the natural grasses which are present, they won't have this kind of effect. These are very pointy, they have a pointy tip and they cause a lot of itching to your body. Alien invasive species, that exactly is what you call it. Now, alien, that means it is not known in the ecosystem. Invasive, that means you are launching an attack. That means the other naturally found species will have some or other different kind of impact with your presence. So, alien invasive species, now, you know, we all know that biodiversity, environment, ecosystem is really very important for us. So, no country will introduce any invasive species voluntarily. Okay, knowingly they won't introduce. So, yes, in fact, in India, you know, the things, the the imports that we were receiving from United States of America. So, this Parthenium weed, it basically came as a part of those imports which were made. And later on, it spread all over the territory of the country. So, the alien invasive species is that particular species which is introduced in an ecosystem. It might be knowingly, might be unknowingly. And the presence of these species, it starts threatening the other naturally found species in that very ecosystem. I am not saying that it would affect the entire ecosystem. Chances are that this particular invasive species might impact one or two different species which are present in that ecosystem. You know, there is this lake in the African continent. There was this one particular specific variety of fish which was found, and they had 36 different species of that particular fish. An alien invasive species was introduced. Okay, it was another fish species, and with the introduction of that particular species of fish, what happened? Those 36 species, they after a particular point of time, entirely they got dead in that ecosystem. Why? Because of the presence of this particular invasive species. They might have any feature. Okay, for example, these fishes, the example that I'm giving. So, these fishes, they started killing those 36 different species.